In my last video, I was talking about bags. In this video, I'd like to talk about bags. Basically, I've got a load of new bags and I can't go on any long bike rides, so talking's all I've got. Generally speaking, bags are bags. There's only so much you can say about them. And I'm resigned to the fact that if I'm going to go ahead with this whole bike packing thing as opposed to rack and panniers, I'm going to have to slightly rethink the way I pack and the stuff I carry with me. But up front, on the bars, there's one requirement that I'm not really willing to compromise on, and that is that I need to be able to keep my phone on my trusty selfie stick and to have them easily grabbable just in case the creative fire overcomes me and I'm caught with the urge to just film something really quickly. In the past, I've used a Toe Peak tour guide, which is a sort of traditional clip-on, clip-off bar bag. Nice and big, nice and wide, nice and deep. Enough volume that you can just throw stuff in willy-nilly and not worry about it, which is good because I am a very messy person. But with the new bike, with the Moloko bars, that's not going to run. So I had to find another solution. And the first thing that I came to try was this. This is the Surly Adjunct Personal Effects Receptacle. So this little bag is designed to fit really snugly into the loop space on your Surly Moloko bars. It's got 4 points of attachment, these little straps on the front and the back, and these can come out and be slipped through any of the loops on the webbing along the back or the front. It's a small point, but it's actually handy to note because it makes life a lot easier if you're trying to work this in around a load of other stuff that's also vying for strap space on the bars. I've tried a few different configurations of strap positioning, but I've definitely found that having them mounted as near to the ends of the bag as possible seems to give you the kind of the sturdiest hold, the least wobbling, and with the least wrinkling of the ends when you try and pull the zipper shut with one hand when you're cycling. Once you've got it all mounted up, which is pretty fiddle free actually, you can see it drops a little bit lower than the level of the bars. I think it's about 10 or 12 centimeters deep, but it doesn't come down far enough that it interferes with anything else. You can see it playing rather nicely here with my Revelate Designs sweet roll. Build wise, it's a really nice sturdy little bit of kit. It's quite heavy duty plasticky fabric. It's all padded with some kind of dense foam, I guess, and this means that it holds its shape really well and you get a bit of protection for anything that you might have packed inside. It's weatherproof. It doesn't claim to be waterproof, I don't think, but I've had this out in some pretty miserable weather and it's actually done a really good job of keeping the wet out. You've got some of these bungee webbing straps on top. You can stuff some bits and pieces under there. Entry is double pull zippers on the front, which opens right up so you get plenty of easy access. Inside it's just one big pocket. It's maybe 1.5 or 2 litres, it's not massive. You've got this webbing pocket up in the top here. The only other thing that's worth mentioning inside, I don't know if you can see, this little slot in the back, it looks like another pocket, but actually it's a slit that goes all the way out and it's for running cables in and out. This could be, I guess, for running a battery to a light. It could be for running headphones to your phone if that's in here, or running a cable from a dynamo to maybe a battery pack in here. It seems to me like if that's what that's for, then that hole could have been a little bit smaller because it is the entire height of the bag. But I've not noticed it letting the wet in and I've not noticed losing anything out of it, so it must do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, for the bag itself, that's about it really. I've got a couple of thoughts on practical usage of it. Firstly, it is quite small. The shallow depth means that you can't really ride with it open safely. If you hit any bumps, everything is likely to just come jumping out and disappear into the bushes, so you've got to watch out for that. The other thing, and this might just be me, I think it might be backwards. I think the cable slot should be rider facing. If you're running a cable up from a dynamo to a battery pack in here, then it's going to come up the forks, probably to some kind of inverter thing on the frame, and then into the bag. If you've got your phone in here and you've got headphones coming out, they're going to want to come out to you. If you've got a battery in here and you're running it to a light, I don't know why you'd do that, but maybe you would, then it probably doesn't matter. It just feels like the slot should have been rider facing, I don't know. It's a tiny thing. Basically, if you want a little bag for phone wallet keys, maybe some snack bars, and you want to use up that bit of space on your Moloko bars nicely, then this is great. It's well made, it's a decent bag. If you want to carry lots and lots of stuff and be really messy like me, then it's maybe not so good, but it's still worth running with. That said, I have moved on to a second option, and I will be doing a video about that very soon. I've got myself a Revelate Designs egress pocket. As a solution for what I need, I think the egress pocket is going to be much better. It's bigger, it's more voluminous, it's deeper, sort of easier grab access. But I'll keep running the little Surly bag as well, just for snacks and wallet and what have you. But that's about it really. I mean, I could waffle on for hours, but it's a bag. If you're watching this, it's probably because you're thinking of getting one and you just wanted to see some shots of it attached to a bike and have a look inside. And I think I've done that, so I won't go on much longer. If you made it this far, well done. Most people don't. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I feel like it's probably not too presumptuous to say maybe consider liking, subscribing, leave a comment. This channel is small enough that the comments section is still quite civil. There are very few flat earthers and anti-vaxxers in there, so get involved. I do read every comment and reply to most, I think. I am also aware that at time of filming, I think I'm on about 850 subscribers, which means I'm close to 1,000. I'm close to monetization, which means I'm close to beginning my new life as a travelling influencer millionaire. I just get to wander the world on my bicycle, dispersing philosophy of the saddle to all and sundry, whether they want to listen or not, really, which would be great. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, please like, please share, please comment, all that jazz. You know the score. I'm on my daily allowed exercise ride, so I've kind of rushed through this and I'd better get myself home, back to lockdown on one of the most beautiful days of the year. What a waste.